I'm doing a quick review here on the Enya. That's the Enya ukulele soprano. Got it off of Amazon. And first I'll do it by way of comparison though to my old beat up 25-year-old ukulele that Tangy, not made anymore. But the reason I'm doing this is just to show the contrast, help you in your purchase decision. With my ukulele, for one thing, you notice that you have the adjustable nut here. I mean, you can sand that down or put shims under it, so you can adjust your string height. Same thing with the bridge here. You have a little nut there that you could raise or lower. And you'll also notice that the frets are pretty thick and nickel. So comparing that with the Enya, you notice that your frets are part of the casting. So they're very thin. Your nut is part of the casting, the mold. So that's not really adjustable. Well, you could take a file, of course, and file it this way to lower the strings a bit if you wanted to. But good luck then raising that back up if you needed to. And of course the same thing with your bridge then. That's part of the casting, the mold. So, got a little side hole there. So the body too, you notice that this body compared to this body, so on a traditional, how do I compare this here? The body is, quite a bit thicker here on the traditional one, the wooden one. And you'll notice too that, well, it looks traditional, right? My older one. And maybe tradition is a dirty word to you, but anyway, it's not a dirty word to me. I prefer that, except here's the big advantage to this one. I got this for my niece. Why? Because she had a traditional one made of wood and left it in her car. And when it was really hot out, and so it ruined it. So with this one, you don't have to worry about the heat and humidity. So this is a no-brainer. Plus, this one is probably less than half the price of my traditional one. You notice with the sound, though, this one you might think of as thinner and not as loud, but for your purposes, especially if you're beginning, perfectly sufficient. But if you've been playing, let's say, guitar and you got your open chords down, well, you might well prefer the more traditional one if you have the money. So what does it sound like? I'll try to play the same thing on each one here. I know I'm using my cheesy little mic on the phone, but maybe you can detect the difference. The other thing, of course, you have to decide is what size you want. I went with a soprano because I just wanted to use it for doing things like that, strumming and singing. But, if I wanted to do much more than that, then it's better to get the 23-inch concert or the 26-inch tenor. And you can get one with the smaller body, so you do have the traditional sound, but yet the bigger neck. Which then, if you wanted to do more solo pieces and finger style, then yeah, I would want the bigger neck. And you can find it though with a smaller body, so you do get the traditional sound. So, I guess that's about all I had to say on this. So I'll give the Enya a 5-star, because for what it is, beginning, portable. I mean, I like the strap. It's a cool look. Not traditional, but Don't have to worry about the heat and humidity. There's the big selling point. If I had, wasn't worried about heat and humidity, and I had these two ukes, and one of them got run over by my car as I backed up, and I worried which one was it, and it was my traditional uke, and then I was stuck with this one. I think I'd cry. Yeah, I think the sound and the looks of the traditional uke. Of course, that comes with this. Those kind of pegs screwed in. So, your peg slipping on you, well, just tighten that screw a little. Okay, that's, not as convenient, of course, as these gear tuners. But anyway. Also, though, it came with this great little case here. Nice little case. That's awesome. I mean, that's the coolest thing about these little instruments is you can carry them around with you, Take them in the office, stick them in your drawer, and you got a break, a little time, you can play it. So I guess that wraps this one up.